Hey everybody, welcome to today's video lesson. It's going to be on grip tension. So I'm Coach Jorge Capestany, my rockin' daughter Carly. And grip tension is an actual question we got on the website, Carly, where one of our followers just wanted to know what's the proper grip tension, tight, loose, what do they even do? And is it different for different shots? So let me tell you how I like to explain grip tension. I do think that grip tension is very misunderstood when it comes to the sport of tennis. Grip tension, let's just get a system. So I like to tell people, you can do this. Grab your racket here, just grab your, as far as tension, meaning how tight you grab it, let me see a 5 out of 5. So 5 would be maximum grip tension. We call it white knuckle grip. As soon as you do that, you'll notice, Carly, your wrist blocks, your forearm is tight. Okay, your biceps, chest are not really engaged, but really from the elbow down, it's super tight. That's 5. And let me tell you that really there's no shots in tennis, in my opinion, that you should be hitting with a 5 grip tension. Okay, now if you loosen it up a little bit to a 4 out of 5, that's still, okay, pretty darn tight. And again, in my opinion, not too many shots are hit with a 4 tension, okay? Now let's go to 3, okay? When you get to 3 grip tension, as far as how tight you're holding on, some coaches will start saying this is acceptable. Let's go to 2. And this is where a lot of rec players just don't get it. 2 is actually the most common. 2s and 1s and maybe an occasional 3 in the grip tension. The short way to say it is that most people grip on too tight. But here's the deal. Tennis is a sport of fluidity, okay? And if you watch the very best players, they're not muscly. So let me kind of demonstrate. If I hold a 5 grip, I hit a forehand, this is locking me up. It tightens me up, okay? I'm like, eh. So I might be able to punch it, but I won't be able to really flow and let that racket head kick through and get maximum efficiency. So let me show you what a muscly, too tight grip forehand might look like. So go ahead, Marty. Watch my stroke here. I'm gonna make it, but I'm just kind of fighting with the ball and I'm muscling it back. Okay, and I hit it, but it really has no pop to it. So now I'm gonna drop that tension down to maybe about a 3, 3.5. Okay, still, in my opinion, a little bit too tight, but look at the difference here. I'll start, okay, to have a little more fluid look to the stroke. One more like that. This is still about a 3.5. Again, in my opinion, a bit tight. So let's go to 2, which is what I recommend and teach my players. 2 doesn't mean your racket's gonna go flying. It doesn't mean you're sloppy with your wrist. It just means that right at the point of impact, I'm keeping it pretty loose. This is gonna help my racket flow a little bit better. All right, so see if this looks any different to you, this 2. Okay, notice the miles per hour, and then I'm getting a lot more pop and sting on that ball, really because I'm not activating my wrist, I'm just keeping that grip tension kind of soft. So let me see what you do. Here's what I want. Just show me your normal forehand. Do your everyday forehand. As you're hitting these, Carly, try to pay attention. I want you to give me a number of what you think you currently do for grip tension. Okay, last one. Take about 3. Okay, now, for the next 3, I want you to grab it with a 5 grip tension and just nail it, okay? But really keep it tight. I just want you to see what this feels like. Tighten that grip, tighten it up more. Okay, tighten it up more. Okay, not bad. All right, actually hit some pretty good shots that way. But you feel what that felt like on your arm and then the torque it does. Now I want you to go from your normal 3 you thought down to a 2. A little bit looser, let it fly, let the racket head kick through. Okay, not bad. All right, so the whole idea of grip tension, in my opinion, is that most people do it way too hard. Obviously, for different strokes, there'll be different things. I think on the serve, it should be really quite loose. On the volley, maybe you go from a 2 tension up to a 3. It's really what works for you. I truly believe 4s and 5s are off the table, and really 3s aren't that common. If you really saw what the pros did and you understood what they did with their grip tension, you'd be surprised. So one little side story that's actually true. About 5 years ago, we had this little device that we got from a friend that if you grip it too tight, it makes a little audio sound, an audio sound. This is a true story. So we had a couple gals in our travel team try it. We were just checking it out during a practice. And the lady who had it, we were doing our demo, and I said, I needed someone to come out and do some overheads as a demonstration. And I said to her, hey, Betty, would you please come out and hit some overheads in front? And as soon as I said, hey, Betty, come out and hit, it went off. She wasn't even in the drill. It's just kind of like it showed how like freaked out she was about it, but it was like an audio feedback. So we hope that idea helps. Grip tension is very important. I will finish with this. Some people ask, if it's let's say a 2, is it a 2 the entire time? And honestly, in my opinion, I think that the 2 happens right at the moment of impact. So I believe that most swing grip tensions, if I'm hitting a one-handed backhand that way, this could be like a 1 real loose, and then right where I make impact, it goes to a 2 right there, and then I'm back to a loose wrist. So I don't think it's 2 all the way around or 3 all the way around. I think there's a little bit more of a grip right at the point of contact to kind of make sure your racket holds still. All right, so hopefully that's helpful to you, helps you get a little idea of what you should be trying on your grip tensions, and make sure you avoid those super high ones. If you got tennis elbow, there's a real good chance that you're kind of too much of a gripper. So thanks for checking this out. If you're watching this on either of our 2 websites, our coach's website is tennisdrills.tv, and our free website for players is JORGECAPESTANY.com. If you are watching this video on JORGECAPESTANY.com, please scroll down, leave us a message. We love it when you share our videos, or if you can give us a comment about what you like, what you didn't like. If you have questions, you can leave them there. I read all the comments and I respond to your questions as well. Thanks for checking this out, and good luck on the court.